Welcome to the QT Gossip Podcast, where we flip the script on gossip, turning negativity into positivity. Join us as we redefine the conversation, focusing on the good, the inspiring, and the uplifting stories that shape our world. It's time to change minds, one positive gossip at a time. Let's dive into the stories that make us smile, inspire change, and celebrate the best in people. This is QT Gossip, where good news is the headline of every episode. Now, it's time for Tea Time with the Queens.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going a backstage tour. This is the eye point of view for episode 10. It's going to be a wonderful one. Heck yeah.
Heck yeah.
Woo!
Heck yeah.
All right,
Time to have a Kanye moment and say something
Let's
crazy
do
on
it.
camera. I'm joking.
Now you can
make
is
everybody
Jeremiah
super nervous.
Supreme,
Yeah.
Is he okay?
He's
Yes.
so cool, he's a coin. There he is.
No.
Oh, okay.
Hello.
Jeremiah, I swear
Okay.
if you disappear on
Jeremiah.
us, I will find
No,
you.
not at all. I've
And when
been
I
here
find
this
Here
whole
we go.
time. Oh God, please don't. Please don't. I come in peace.
Yeah, it's all good, bro. You chill.
Our very own
Hey.
bastard of the buttons, Captain Jack Morgan.
Welcome to the QT Gossip Podcast, where we flip the script on gossip, turning negativity into positivity. Join us as we redefine the conversation, focusing on the good, the inspiring, and the uplifting stories that shape our world. It's time to change minds, one positive gossip at a time. Let's dive into the stories that make us smile, inspire change, and celebrate the best in people. This is QT Gossip, where good news is the headline of every episode. Now it's time for Tea Time with the Queens. Listen,
Want me to introduce everyone now?
we love to hear your thoughts and
Not yet.
opinions.
After this one, we
Please
can.
remember that the views expressed by our audience members do not necessarily reflect those of the Queens Talk Gossip podcast team. We value diverse perspectives and encourage
Jeremiah, make sure
respectful
you get a
discourse
headset whenever
within
you
our
walk out.
royal community.
One of these, either the
Cheers
guest
to
or...
lively discussions.
And if you're not
keeping
on
the
party
crown
only,
classy.
everybody will be able to hear you in the world. So be on party only if you want to be private talk.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce the panel for the podcast. Bro Nina CRS.
Woo! Yeah! Woo!
Yours truly, I'm already out here, Captain Jack Morgan. I feel weird introducing myself, but I guess it is what it is. Because somebody's got to do it for
Yeah,
crying
that's
out
true,
loud.
yeah.
And
Hey, I did.
the queen who knows exactly what we mean when we say it's time for the queen to take her throne, Miss Queen Lily.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to QT Gossip Podcast, where we flip the switch on negative gossip, turning it into positivity. And today we have a very, very special episode. I am super excited for the amazing amount of people that we have here for our special guests, and none other than Mr. Baronina himself here on stage. That's right. I am
I know.
super excited to have him filming as an eye point of view, and it's going to be super exciting. But without further ado, Captain, I think it's time we have some fun with one of our special guests.
I think so, too.
As I stop the music here, as I can, skirt.
If you can reach the button.
I got the.
You shouldn't have had anything to eat beforehand. It
I
made it
know.
really difficult to lean forward, you know.
I know.
Telling you.
It's crazy.
Those
but
bonbons,
ladies and
they'll get you
gentlemen-
every time.
They do. I got what they call the zoomies. Where you
Yes,
really
good old
fast.
zoomies.
Yep. But ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we have a very special guest. And it is actually a you know what? I'll just say it. It's gonna be a musical guest, and I am super, super excited. If you look up, you will see our special guest. Please help me introduce Mr. Captain.
Mr. Killer Frost.
Hey. Hey, how you guys doing tonight? I hope you guys are having a good time in Horizon Worlds today. So I am a professional beatboxer. It's odd sometimes in Horizon Worlds saying that you're a beatboxer because most people look at you and go, okay, so you're a professional spitter. Nice. But without further ado, I have a unique routine that I was thinking of doing for you guys tonight, and it is something that Horizon Worlds has never heard before in all the worlds that I've gone to. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Let's get right into it. Mm-hmm. 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 Thank you very much.
That was music to my ears.
Clap.
Oh.
That was awesome. If I can find the clapping one, that'd be great. There it is. Yay.
Oh, that was beautiful.
That was awesome, Mr. Killer Frost. That was fantastic. I think, you know what? I kind of want to pick up some
It made up for
now.
hurting my neck. Just kidding. I love it.
I want to pick up some beatboxing, but I don't know how I can't move my lips that way. Sorry. I just can't.
I love it.
I don't have the cheeks. I don't have the cheeks for it.
I mean, I could say something, but I'll stay quiet.
Oh, that's probably smart. I can't.
I don't need you banning me. Yes.
Hello.
Can you not hear us?
Hello.
We didn't hear anything that was going on until just now. We thought we were just
You couldn't hear anything?
No, we didn't hear nothing.
Oh, are you in party only?
Are you in party only, Killer?
No.
You're not in party only.
Take your mic off and put it back on.
Now we can hear him, but we didn't.
Now you can hear him?
They say he
What?
was on mute while he was on the stage up there.
No, I wasn't in party only at all.
Okay, can you hear him now?
Yeah, we can hear him now.
Okay, do you want to try to give an encore performance? See if we can get it done again?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, go ahead to the curtain, touch the button, and
That's
come on down.
An
Ladies and
encore
gentlemen,
workout.
the boxer that has the beats. Can we give it one more time? Yes, the survey says Mr. Killer Frost. So go ahead and say something first.
that did that. Can you guys hear me?
Okay,
Perfect.
now
I
they
think
can
they
hear
can.
you. All right,
Oh,
so
cool.
let's get her
I'm
done.
gonna
Gotta
be a
love the
giraffe after
glitches.
Oh,
this.
that's something. All right. Anyways, all right. Well, I'll
So
do this
take
one.
two.
I walk along the road, the only road that I have ever known. Don't know where it goes, but it's only me and I walk alone. I walk alone and I walk up my shallow heart beyond the walls beside me. My shallow heart's the only thing that beat in something up there will find me. Until then I walk alone.
Oh no!
Good God.
Continue. Nope.
Oh my God. This is why I do the puppets.
I'm glitching so bad.
I walk alone and I walk up. I walk this empty street on the boulevard of broken dreams, where the city sleeps and I'm the only one, and I walk, I walk alone and I walk alone and I walk alone. Thank you.
You know,
Oh,
Captain, my ears were mating to that song. That was beautiful.
That was
Yes, that was wonderful.
amazing.
Yes.
Now that was. Did you all hear that one this time? You guys were able to hear it. All right, there you go.
All right, awesome.
So thank you, Killer, for coming out and doing it twice.
Dude, no
Yes,
pun
double
intended.
the
You're very
extra.
But
welcome.
you
Thank
killed
for
that. That was awesome. Once again,
There you go.
Onia. And if you guys want to watch the first performance, it will be heard on YouTube.
There you go.
And it's being live streamed right now because I was able, with your beautiful music, my bot heard it and wanted to come in here and just record it. So
There you
we
go.
are.
You brought the bot
We were
to life.
able to.
You could
I
save
brought
lives.
the bot to life. I could.
Amazing.
I did save lives at that point. You know, I have some.
A little bit of
awesome
mouth to
other-
mouth. Oh, all right. There we go.
Well, that too,
Am I
Queen. That was
super
several
tall?
killer.
Well, you never know. I feel like I'm mega tall right now. There we go. We got some awesome Horizon glitches. Isn't anyone so excited for these amazing Horizon glitches? I'm so
Oh,
excited
yes.
for them.
Wonderful.
They're so great. Hmm
Mhm.
But without further ado, we have two other very special guests. And let me tell you, I am super, super excited. So let's hype it up here. Ladies and gentlemen, please
I'm more
help
excited.
me introduce Mr. Captain Jack.
I'm more
You want to
excited.
announce our special guest?
Heck yeah.
Well, we have two wonderful guests with us tonight. So we got the twosome going on. They are Mr. Jeremiah Supreme and Tony Stark VR.
Woo-hoo, I'm
Let's
so
go,
excited.
ladies and
More
gentlemen.
excited.
You
than
got the
word was-
buttons now.
Hey,
Then the
Cause
what's
dictionary.
good? What's good? What's good? What's popping? Hey.
And where is
Hey.
Jeremiah?
Can y'all hear me?
Did he
Jeremiah
not-
coined out. I don't know about him. but
Oh,
I'm
he's in
over
a
here. I'll
coin.
take
So
both
I'll
these
pretend to
seats.
be Jeremiah for a moment. Hey guys, how's it going? It's good to see you.
yes, so excited to have you here. Let me just
Oh, come on.
get some of these. We're having some great glitches today, guys. I can't even move up to get there.
There we
So
go.
sorry.
Jeremiah is now
Jeremiah
here.
in the
He's now with
house.
us.
Jeremiah! Hey, let's go!
Hey.
Welcome. Super excited to have you here. Go ahead and have this awesome seat right next to me. And guess what, guys? We're going to get started. But we can't get started with a little bit of information here. So let's just do some information here.
All right.
Listeners, while we love to hear your thoughts and
What are we
opinions,
booping?
please remember that the views expressed by our audience
Nope,
members
I can't hear it.
do not
But that's all right.
necessarily reflect those of the Queen's Talk Gossip podcast team.
It's just a disclaimer.
We
again.
value diverse
gosh.
perspectives and encourage respectful discourse within our royal community. Cheers to lively discussions and
At least I
keeping
can
the
hear it.
crown classy.
Yes, and we do keep that crown classy with all the love and respect we can give.
Classy
But
and
guess
shiny.
what, guys? Without any hesitation, guess what time it is? It is time for our icebreaker. Mr. Captain Jack, give us what you got.
Yeah.
Well, just recently I had to travel to go for a job working at a haunted house that I do every year. And we're going to be starting up the job offers again for that particular job, where I am in charge of all security personnel and whatnot. Anyways, long story short, it takes me about an hour and 45 minutes to get there, so it's a long drive. So my question is for everybody on the panel, if you want to go back into yesteryear, go back to the days when you were a child and you used to travel with your parents, what kind of travel games did you play with your parents? Which ones were your favorite? And which ones could you just not stand when they offered to play a game with you?
Oh
I
my
hated
God.
Punch Buggy. Punch Buggy was the
Punch
worst.
Buggy
My
was-
dad,
Come here, I see a bug right now.
I
my
did that
dad
all the
was
time.
the pro.
Hey,
My
try
dad was the pro.
try being the
Punch
one in
Buggy.
the middle that would get punched by his siblings because those back and forth.
There you go.
I was
One
gonna
game
say
that
dominoes.
my family-
Dominoes
in the
would be
car.
Dominoes?
absolutely. My
In the
mom is
car.
very aggressive when she plays, and
Damn.
I just can't find myself to lose because like it's over. It's over.
Oh my goodness.
It's the slamming. I know, like we don't even play dominoes with other people. We practice at the house before we play with other people, and
Oh, wow,
she's
that's
like those
crazy.
domino slammers, like bam, and I'm like
Slamming it so hard you
traumatized.
see all the other dominoes fly in the air, right? Something like that.
Damn.
like
Damn near.
like let's keep this table as long as possible.
I like those domino rallies where like you like one falls and it's like a whole elaborate thing. Like they
Oh
all
yeah,
do,
those are
like,
cool.
Those are cool to watch. Yeah.
Oh,
Those are cool to
yeah.
watch.
Yeah,
For me,
one
the
game
travel game would
that,
be I Spy. I used to hate playing I Spy. I was like, I'm never gonna
Oh,
get
I
this.
Spy.
Plus, you
yeah.
could always change what you're thinking of, right?
No,
so
of
no one
course,
ever gets.
yes.
Yeah.
So nobody ever guesses what you're saying. And the game goes on and says, well, I guess I won. It's a 6-hour trip. Yeah, but you guys suck.
Right,
Play
right.
the game.
Mhm.
All right, Killer.
the
Well,
one
we've
game
been
that,
concentrating on what people don't like to play. So how about you? What do you not like to play in the car games?
Not like to play. I don't know. I didn't really do a lot of travel games when we traveled. I don't know why. But the one game we did play, it was odd. We kind of made it up on our own because the color of the car was so like rare to see back then. Yellow cars. We literally played a game called Yellow Car, where if you saw any yellow car, you'd call it out, and the winner, like at the end of the trip, wherever we went, whoever had found the most cars, we tally it up. We'd all have to pay them money.
Oh wow!
Oh, wow.
But
Oh, I
the-
would
the
be. You know,
only-
actually, I would win. I would win.
I-
that.
The
Especially around
only-
this time. This
The
the
only
end of the month, I'm lit.
stipulations is the yellow car cannot be in a automobile shop or a dealership.
Mm.
It's the only.
I mean, that's fair. It's
only
got to be
way
on the
that you
street.
can- Yes.
I remember,
either in
Now
the
you
street
would make a
driving
killing
or
in New
parked
York.
in like a parking lot of
Right?
Lowe's grocery
For a
store or
cab. I
something.
see what you. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's
cabs
wild.
didn't count too. That's right, cabs didn't count too.
Oh,
I don't
It-
remember.
'cause-
I don't remember. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're good. You're good.
No, I
Yeah,
don't
no,
remember a lot of the
Cavs
games.
didn't-
We played some of the
didn't
simple
count.
ones like I Spy, Punch Buggy, 20 Questions. going back and forth. I think the one I did not like is just staying quiet and no music playing, which is all of us.
The quiet game.
Oh, you had to play the quiet game too?
The
I
quiet
had to play the
game?
quiet
Oh
game when
my
I was
God.
little. I used to talk
It wasn't
apparently
the
a
quiet
lot when
game
I
for
was
me. It
little,
was
and my
sit down and
parents
shut the
just.
fuck up.
Yeah, I used to talk a
Yeah,
lot.
my
apparently.
parents
But-
bribed me with
yeah.
candy every
I'll
time.
tell you what, the one
It worked.
the-
It worked though, didn't it?
It does. It
I-
does.
The one game I do like playing nowadays when I go on road trips with friends would be like, okay, the next car passes by, that's the one you have to go on a trip with. Or the next car passes by, you got to go on a date with, and hopefully things happen. It's like one of those games.
Oh
That's
my gosh.
wild.
And if it was someone like, oh,
It's just one of those grandmothers going 25 mile an hour as your second car. Just
like,
Now, I have a quick story regarding the quiet game. When I went on the field trips, if you will, with my parents, and I had an older sister, when we were told to play the quiet game because they were sick and tired of listening to us bicker in the back seat. Well, we played the quiet game twice. The first time, I guess, it ended up fine, so my parents wanted to try it again. So when they did, we had to stay quiet. Only one small problem. My sister really had to use the bathroom. But the rules were you had to stay quiet. You couldn't say anything. So she took it
Oh, she's
literally
committed.
and just pissed herself all in the car because she couldn't hold it.
oh,
That was the last time we played the quiet game.
jeez.
That's
Oh
pretty
my
dark.
And the best part about it is it wasn't leather seats, it was cloth seats. So, of course, it got into the seat and whatever. It took forever for my parents to clean up. But they made sure they never played the quiet game again.
It was deliberate.
hey, it
She
works.
just
And it was
wanted to make a.
I
she
do
just
think
wanted
so.
to
I
make
think
a
it was
point.
deliberate because she hated that game as
I
well.
think I stopped
That
playing
is
card games
hilarious.
with my
Okay,
family.
so
when,
at that point,
Stay quiet,
she's
dog.
teaching your parents a lesson.
That's
I think I,
Yeah.
right.
I think I
Yes.
stopped playing card games with my family when I finally got a handheld, so I'd play my DS on road trips. Like,
Oh,
There you go.
me and,
It was the PSP
me
for
and my
me.
best friend.
oh yeah, PSP. Heck
PSP,
yeah.
yes.
Oh yeah, my
love
best
Game
friend
Boy,
and I
that's how
actually
old
made up
I
a new
am.
game.
Game Boy.
We
Oh,
made
yeah.
up a new game because her and I go on road trip. We go on girls trips all the time, and her and I made a new game, just like Punch Buggy. We added to it. So if you see a semi, you have to you have to stick your arm out the window and try to get it to honk, and if not, then you lose a point or whatever. And then if you see a Honda, you have to like hawk it like a Honda. You have to.
The
And then
Hawk
if you see
Tour,
a,
yes.
almost.
What?
Oh my gosh. But
Hey, yo.
like we came up with dodge. We had to say dodge that, and you had to try to dodge her or dodge me, punch just like a punch bug, like dodge that. So you have to dodge the punch, and if you don't dodge it, you lose a point. Like we came up with all these other ones, and it was kind of fun. It hurts in the long run though, because I can never dodge fast enough, and then I'm all bruised up. But it's okay. I mean, it is what it is, I
Oh,
guess.
this is serious.
Oh, it happens. It happens. Sis.
We get competitive. Okay, us girls, we're competitive. We're
Okay.
Speaking of girls, fun fact, guys, who here has a lady? Anyone here have a girlfriend or a wife, fiance? Anyone here? No.
I'm single
No
as a
one?
Pringle, as a Ringle Dingle.
I plead the fifth.
Okay.
I got a male
Okay.
woman. Like, I have this Amazon lady.
So,
you
ladies,
know that.
if you're watching,
Okay,
always
well that
have-
counts, I guess. Okay, well guess what it is. I always like to do a little special holiday of the day. Guess what holiday is today? Just guess.
National National Women's Day.
Close, very close. It's National Girlfriend's Day.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. That means, men, you better spoil your girlfriends like no one else. I'm just saying, or your wife, or your partner. Either one, spoil them
Or the
because it's
Metaboo.
National Girlfriend's Day. Yep, or the Metaboo.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
Definitely.
There's still
Girlfriend's
time.
Day.
We got until 12
if
o'clock,
I had
right?
one, I would. So I'll spoil my Steam Deck by going on the shop and seeing what games are on sale.
Oh my goodness.
Damn.
Well, if there is
Security.
anyone out in the audience that also would like to tell us what their favorite card game is, please let us know by coming up front. Captain will be able to port you up into the box,
Yeah.
and you can also ask questions out throughout the show.
We've
anything
came
like
so
that,
far that
feel
you
free.
can take your PC games
You
on the
got
go.
this, Captain.
Yes.
Technology.
Oh, just between
you
me and
go.
you, I think Meta Jesus is a child. They managed to get through when Gossipreneur came through. Continue talking, everyone. Don't let me stop you.
Okay. Anyway,
Go on, Ghost.
but it has been a wild day today, and I would love to hear how your guys' day has been going. So that being said,
Hang
yes.
on. He wants to talk about his favorite game.
Yeah, Ghost
Oh
wants to
yes,
tell us
what's your
about his
favorite
game.
game?
Okay, give me 1 second and let me find your name.
We would love to hear.
Scroll through all the people. Let me see. Yep, got to make sure this is you. And there we go.
So my favorite game was name the movie. So basically, what my dad would do as I was driving, basically, like he would talk about the scenes that was in the movie, and we would have to guess what that movie was.
Oh, that's dope.
And it was me and my two brothers. So basically, like for I'm just because your name was Tony
Please
Stark.
do not remove Air
I'ma
Mama.
say-
Thank you.
One of the movies was
That's
like
the kid.
Iron Man,
Metajesus
you know,
has gotta
so
go.
My dad would be like,
Come up to the mic,
Okay.
Ghost.
You can't hear me?
I can hear you now.
Oh, so my dad would be like, you know, a metal suit, like, cause you know Iron Man 1. At this time, Iron Man 1 was the only thing out. So he would say like he built the suit from the ground up while being imprisoned in the desert, and then we would have to guess Iron Man, and then
Dope.
the first person who guessed the three movies first would get like they own like whatever meal they wanted, because my dad used
there
to
you
give
go.
us our own specific
has a
kids
prize.
meal. So
Dope.
whoever would win would be able to order off the kids menu or get whatever they want. So that was
That's
my favorite
actually
game.
a pretty
'cause
good idea.
I didn't win all the time, but I won most of the time.
Okay.
There
Damn,
you
I
go.
would have.
And what did you make people eat? What was your favorite meal?
I mean, well, back in that time, McDonald's was very famous for me, so
Very
I'll probably get,
famous.
like, the 2 double cheeseburgers.
McDonald's is
meal.
still very famous for me.
For me,
Well,
it was
I don't
Burger
eat
King.
McDonald's like that anymore. But back then, you know, we was minors, so we didn't have a choice. So
There you
Damn,
go.
I'm addicted to Wingstop right now.
we
just got them in the UK.
Well, you
Wingstop.
gave me a
Wingstop.
great
Wingstop in
the
idea.
UK.
You gave me a great idea what I want to do when I have kids. So I might actually
There
play
you
that
go.
game. Look, that would be awesome.
I love movies too. I feel like I would be good at that. I feel like I'd be
You
good
should
at that.
play that game, and then at the end,
Yeah, that
just
actually
take
sounds
the
like a
kids to
good
wherever
car
you
game.
want to eat.
Yes, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
We should
So that
definitely
was
try
it.
that.
Right.
That was the only game.
Well,
that I
thank
would
you
say was
so
my
much
favorite.
for sharing.
That's dope,
No
Ghost.
problem.
Thank you very
Such
much.
a really good idea
Hey.
too. I love movies. Why did my parents not think of that? I love movies, but then again, most of the movies I was probably too young to really realize. Like I you know, I'm sure everyone here has seen The Godfather.
I love
Oh,
that.
I'm
course,
I'm
man.
assuming
It's one of the greatest of all time.
I
That's goated.
haven't seen it. I haven't seen it.
I've only seen part
I just
one.
watched
I know.
Alien
Why?
I
today.
know. I haven't seen
Damn,
it.
that's
I
crazy.
haven't
I've only
seen it.
And
I
you
seen
wanna
say
go
you're my
watch
friend.
it.
What the hell?
I've only seen part
I
one.
know.
I have not seen part 2 or 3, but I've only seen part 1.
I want to watch
One
it.
is the
but I just
best.
never
2
had
is
the
good
time.
as well. 3 is like, eh.
Yeah, people talk about 3
That's
being.
crazy.
It's like
That
Kingdom
is
Hearts
wild.
3. The other 2 are great, but Kingdom Hearts 3 is like.
Kingdom Hearts 3 wasn't that bad.
No, it wasn't, but it could have been better. Like,
Yeah.
I'm a massive fan of
guys,
the series. Yeah.
It is about that time to start talking to our amazing special guest. But before we do, if anyone else out in the audience has any questions for them while they're talking, as well as the people who are watching online, because we have a lot of people watching online. So thank you so very much for paying attention to us and just being here to watch us and support us. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But again, if you have any questions or comments or anything like that, let Captain know and he'll pop you to the front. But without further ado, it is time to press that. There we go. And we are about to talk to our special guest, guys, Killer Frost. We have Jeremiah and Tony Stark. Tell us a little bit about your guys' selves. I'm super, super excited to hear from you. I'm super excited to see what you guys do here in the metaverse, and I cannot wait. Mr. Killer Frost, since you introduced us with your amazing beatboxing, how did you start beatboxing?
So, I started beatboxing at 16 years ago. I I was at a film festival actually, and there was this guy. He was like messing around, like telling people like, "Oh, he's a beatboxer. You know, he's done this, he's done that." And then I told him, I was like, "Oh, well, I want to hear this because I've always been a sucker for beatboxing. I've always wanted to learn how to beatbox. I've always wanted to be a professional beatboxer and be on big stages. And now I'm able to do that." But I had him beatbox one day, and I hate to say this now, but he was bad. He was not good. And the first thing that popped into my head, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna start watching YouTube videos. And the YouTube videos for like tutorials, like beatboxing tutorials, they did not work for anything. So I had to be self-taught. So I self-taught myself everything by watching people, like watching others beatbox and just trying to learn off of them instead of watching tutorials of beatboxing. And then it kind of like started to grow. I started to get a little bit better at beatboxing. And then I joined Horizon Worlds. And then when I joined Horizon Worlds, everything started to skyrocket. People started to notice my beatboxing and notice everything. And then I got picked up by Beatbox International. And they were the reason why I'm a pro now. But now it's pretty much grown to being able to perform on pretty big stages in real life, going on tours, and being able to do this, be on podcasts such as this here in the metaverse.
Dreams do really
That
come
is
true.
awesome. Mm-hmm.
You didn't give up.
I could tell, especially like with all your, all the songs that you've done so far, especially when I've heard, even at the original bingo.
It was
place
Horizon.
that-
It was Horizon
Horizon
Bingo.
Bingo.
at the time.
Yeah. I remember the first time I heard you was over there, and I'm like, I didn't even know it was a real person. I thought it was someone who was recording, and I'm like,
That was the first time I met him. It was like,
Yeah, that is the
Yeah.
first time I met Bronina, was in Horizon Bingo.
Yeah, it was.
I
It was
think it
amazing
is
time.
pretty awesome.
Oh.
Definitely awesome what you do.
I actually know the exact moment and the exact reason how I met Bronina. So Captain Jack knows this too. So I had popped in at one point and I started becoming like a regular in Horizon Bingo. I started giving myself out as an asset. I used to go in, and when people started winning bingos, I used to give them free like hour shows. And Bronina had won one of those hour shows. Still hasn't gotten done.
I still haven't done it yet. It's
Still
been
haven't
that
cashed it in, huh?
No, I haven't cashed it in.
That is wild.
I apologize
just
for that.
crazy.
I hadn't had the
Now,
chance.
now, Killer, if you don't mind me asking, who are some of your current favorite professional beatboxers? I have a couple of the one that I really like. One that I follow that I love what he does is Verbal Ace. I love what he does. If you've never heard of him, please go look him up. He's amazing.
So I've met Verbal Ace, or his real name's Mark. I've met him before. He uses a lot of autotune. I will say that I don't know why. He's an incredible beatboxer, but he uses a lot of autotune, and I feel like if he doesn't use as much autotune as he did, and as he does now, he could really grow to be, a big like battle stage beatboxer. Being able to go to like grand beatbox battles and stuff like that, because he's mostly like a show beatboxer. He uses like a voice table and goes like subways and stuff like that. And I really enjoy the stuff that he does. If I were to choose at least like two, one is Azel. He's one wicked beatboxer. I cannot explain any of the things that he does, any sound. I couldn't do him to save my life. I'm still trying, and that's probably going to be another 16 years before I do anything that he can do. And then the beatboxer that I absolutely love and I've met before is Codfish. He's the beatboxer that actually got me into, new day beatboxing, not like old school like Dougie Fresh beatboxing, stuff like that, new dubstep and like musicality towards beatboxing and more bass and stuff like that.
Oh, very good, very good.
That's very cool. Well, there's one thing I really want to try, and I want to try it with all of us, especially our other special guests. I really want all of us to be really immersed in this. And are you guys ready? Okay.
All right.
Teach us one thing about, like, one easy thing that we can do with beatboxing, and let's see if we can do it.
Okay, so
let's see if we can do it.
I'm actually going to teach you guys the easiest thing in beatboxing ever.
Boots and cats.
It's thank you.
Yeah.
The enunciation of boots and cats. Okay, so it's crazy. So what you're gonna do when you're doing boots and cats? All right, so that's pretty much the foundation of beatboxing.
I'm ready.
Right, but
hey,
you want to, when you're doing like boots, and we'll just start off with that because it's definitely the easiest thing to learn. You want to enunciate the B in it, and then you want to pretty much drop the rest of the enunciation. So when you're doing like boots, 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 boots. So you just go and you say the word itself, boots, or boots, boots, and then boots, 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 and then drop the enunciation, and you have boots, 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 boots,
We're all over here like, did I do it right?
Sounds like somebody sprung a leak up there. Was that you, Queen?
I'm going to try
Yeah,
because my
I like the
speech
leak a
impediment.
lot, you know. I'm the leaker. Oh, that's bad. I shouldn't say that. Okay.
The leaker.
Yeah, I don't know what to do.
I get it. I understand.
He's like, I
I'm
get
gonna
it.
need some
He's like, I'm not
longer
doing
breath.
it.
No, I don't. You understand where I'm coming from. Like, I get it.
Yeah. Okay. So then the you got the and then the cat. You go cat. Is that what you do? Like what do you?
Okay, so for cats, it's the same way. You're saying cats, cats, and then you're trying to enunciate the C, and then drop the enunciation of cats in general. So it's cats, cats, cats.
All right.
Cats, 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 cats.
I can't do it.
And
I feel like I'm
another way
choking
that
over
I've
here.
figured out that you can actually learn is you could still say it. You could still say it, but pretty much like whisper it, breathing out. If like
Who did that?
saying like.
Oh, all right.
I like to think what we look like to the real world in the headset doing this.
I shudder to
like
think
sitting in the room,
sometimes.
That is so funny.
I'm learning so much.
Well, that
today.
is awesome. Oh, I can't press any buttons because I'm at my desk. Thank you, Captain. I'm gonna just back it up here so I can actually press buttons. Well, that is awesome. Did I do it?
I'm sorry, I just had so one of my roommates that I'm staying with right now, he just like walked over towards my Oculus, leaned over and just went I was like, wait, what?
It's a language in and of its own.
It is. I don't know how you guys do it, but it is awesome to have you here. Who was that? You do? Who was doing that?
That was me.
That was me. That was me. 100% Tony Stark did that shit.
That was you? Holy cow! I don't know how you guys. I don't don't know how they can do it. I don't know how you guys can do it. I would just sound like I'm having a major health issue. So I'm just
stroke.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
I know.
back it up.
I know. I've had
stroking
those
what?
moments where it sounds like I'm just having a stroke.
Yeah. I feel like I'm having one just by trying to do it. So
okay.
thank you, thank you so much for being here
Absolutely. It's a pleasure.
and for teaching
honor
us
to be
how
here.
to boots and cats it. Although I may not do it properly, it is awesome to be able to, watch you do it. So thank you so much for being
Practice
here.
makes perfect.
It does. And guess what? I'm gonna be practicing. I just, you never know when.
Well, hey, practice enough, and maybe I can bring you on the big stage with me one day.
Oh yeah, we could do a duet. Is that what you call them?
There you go.
Absolutely.
Heck yeah.
Hope I get tickets.
Yeah, I will be more than happy to be the duet partner here.
Oh, hang on, my DoorDash
But,
is
ladies
here.
and gentlemen,
Oh yeah. Thank you.
He's got the food. He's got the munchies.
Oh,
Ladies
cool.
and gentlemen, we have awesome other special guests. I don't know what Captain is
Forgot
doing,
my
but I will go ahead and
frickin'
do it.
chicken Alfredo.
Are you gonna do it? Because you're just chilling there. You're gonna do it? You wanna press it? And
Come on.
now, ladies and
Faster
gentlemen,
the buttons.
please help me introduce Mr. Tony Stark. Mr. Tony Stark, tell us a little bit about yourself and how you came
Got
to the
two playing at the
metaverse
same
and what
time.
you do.
Tell us.
We'll do this one.
Hey, so I came to the metaverse on some shenanigans.
Nice.
I have a pretty difficult job in the real world. I'm in banking. Yeah. So I like to game a little bit. I have a PlayStation. And so I got the PlayStation VR headset, and when that first dropped, and
Same.
I played a few games on there. I loved Resident Evil, super hot and
Oh, I
everything.
played
But
Resident
my
Evil
one
on that
com-
too. It scared the shit out of me.
Right?
Yeah.
It was so
Tony, you become my best
crazy.
friend.
It took me a
You're
week
the
to walk
crap
through
guy.
a door because I was scared. But the one thing that annoyed me was the wires, and I was like, damn, it has so many wires. It's like 12 different wires you got to connect. And then one of my friends at work was like, you tried the Quest? It's a standalone. I was like, no, what is it? And then he told me about it a little bit, and I did my research. And I researched so long that the Quest 2 actually ended up coming out. So then I started looking into that, and I bought the headset around April 2021, March, April 2021. And I came in to play games, so I got the Walking Dead game. I loved it. Got Beat Saber. It was dope. And then I came across a video on YouTube, and it was like the best social VR apps on Quest. And I was like, what is social VR? Let me check this out. I could be a social being. And so I checked it out. I ended up on an app called Big Screen. I like watching movies and TV shows, and so naturally I gravitated towards that. I went in and it was super crazy. My mind was blown because I hadn't seen anything like it before. But I was like, damn, these avatars are stupid. And then I ended up in a few unfortunate lobbies where they were, playing less than classy things. And very quickly I met someone, and they were like, hey, you should check out, if you like watching things, you should check out Horizon Venues. And I was like, oh, okay, so let me check Horizon Venues. And I must have went to that Snoop Dogg concert like 20,000 times. And that same UFC fight as well. So I was on there for quite a bit. I met a few people from the UK, and I was like, oh damn, there's like actual people that I can like talk to, and this is dope. And I've never had issues making friends in the real world. I've always been very social, but so I gravitated towards that side of things really quickly. And then one day somebody came on and said, hey, you guys need to like come to Horizon Worlds. I couldn't download it in the UK because it wasn't available. And so there was another app, AltSpace, that I went to. It was recommended, and I landed up in there, and I was like, what are these square jaw avatars? I'm out of here. This shit gives me motion sickness. And then, so I left, but then one day I came home from work early, and I tried it again. It was dope. And I realized there was like events happening in AltSpace, and so that was intriguing. I was like, events in VR, that's crazy. And so the first event that I went to was actually a wedding reception. And I put on like a black and blue suit and everything. I thought I was, the bee's knees. And then from there, I got curious about events, and I've done a few events in the real world. So naturally kind of explored all of that. My very first event though was a disaster. It was a mansion. It was the Tony Stark mansion, and I set up the event, and I was chilling in the world space, and there was an event space, so there were two separate things. And I'm like, why is nobody here? And people are like, where are you? We're all here. And so I went to bed. I was like, I'm done. And so I went to bed in my first event. But then, very quickly I gravitated towards doing events regularly. I guess I have a creative edge, and I was able to create myself a little bit of a platform. And fast forward 4 years, 3 years, I've been lucky enough to do some of the biggest events in here, down to the metrics. And so yeah, the rest is history, I guess.
That is awesome. So when you do specific type of events in Horizons in general, what does it entail? Like, what all do you do specifically for them?
So I'm an event coordinator, planner, promoter. So I put the event together from scratch. So either we'll have an event idea, me and the people that I'm working with, or the client will come to me and say, hey, I've got an idea, I want to do this. And I'll just kind of bring their vision to life, right? So it's everything from pre-event planning to running the show of the event and post-event marketing, everything. So it's all of it, really. It gets very extensive. So I don't do events often, but when I do them, I'll make them count.
That is so fun. What's the funnest event that you ever did?
Oh, I love them all. But one of the most star-studded events I did was the End of the World event. It was to shut down Altspace, and we had LL Cool J's DJ headline it. We had 10 DJs from the real world and from the metaverse, and it was a whole weekend-long event, and we had over 2,100 people attend that event. That was dope. We were able to have LL Cool J's DJ from Rock the Bells, DJ Epps. We were able to have him headline, and that was the first show he played in a metaverse where he could be seen streaming, and because he's in Horizon, and so we brought him over from Horizon. We had the help of Bass Drop Radio to help with that when they were around, and it was dope. We actually had multiple radio stations there as well. We had sponsors from Pioneer. They have a DJ app, and so Pioneer sponsored that event. That was a big accomplishment for me. So I was really proud of that one. I still am. And since then, I mean, just keeps getting bigger and bigger. And I don't know, I think I drive everybody crazy that I work with. But when the vision is there, right, you got to make it happen.
Mm-hmm. That is awesome. That is amazing. I could only imagine what you can do with events. Like when I try to plan an event, it's very, very hard and very stressful sometimes. I bet you can get very stressed, especially with trying to communicate with certain people, trying to line everything up right. It can be kind of crazy, I bet.
It can be really stressful, but I enjoy it. I like to plan things, and this sort of platform lends itself to events. So naturally, there's events happening all the time. Once I realized I built myself a little bit of a platform, and so my next thing was, all right, I don't want to just do events for the sake of it. I want them to stand for something, So one of the most proudest events of mine was the anti-bullying campaign that I did, and we were able to. So there was a 10-year-old boy in the real world who was bullied at school for dressing up as a superhero, and so one of my DJ friends DM'd me the article, DJ Marcus, and no, it was Blade Relic. DJ Blade Relic DM'd me the article, and I said to him, like, this is crazy. This makes me really sad, especially since I'm called Tony Stark and I'm lucky to get a lot of love in the metaverse. And he, as a 10-year-old kid, has every right to dress up as a superhero for school, especially for Halloween, and he got bullied for it. And so I don't think this is right. I want to do something. I want to make a little video, maybe get the attention of the family so they can show it to the kid. And he was like, that's dope. So I reached out to DJ Marcus J, who's into video production as well. And so we put out a call. There was a lot of people in Altspace that had custom outfits, and a lot of them were superhero outfits or based on video games and things. So we made a video, all of us. There was about 50 to 60 of us, and we just gave him words of encouragement. We wanted to reach out to the family, so we posted the video on IG, and we tagged everybody we could find. People actually ended up finding where the family was from, and so we started tagging authorities, local authorities, and all of that kind of stuff. The mom actually saw the video. She DM'd me, and she showed it to the kid, and he wanted to dress up as a superhero again. The superhero he dressed up as was Iron Man, and so he wanted to do it again, and he did. So we told his mom, we were like, play the video for the school, and so she took the video. The school played it, and so the same kids that were bullying him were like now cheering him on, and that was super dope. And Fox News ended up picking it up, and the Daily Show picked it up. It kind of went viral a little bit. So that's something I'm most proud of, because it actually stands for something. It was an anti-bullying, well, it became a campaign, but it wasn't intended to be.
That is amazing. It takes a lot of courage to be able to, especially for him being so young. Nowadays it's very difficult to be in a world because it's all full of negative. It's all full of negative in general, and for you guys to be able to do that type of stuff, to be able to make that video to make him feel better, that is something positive that the world needs to see. And that is something amazing that, you've done. And I'm sure everyone here
Thank you.
is super, super grateful for that. And we definitely applaud you for that. And we definitely support him dressing up like a superhero. If I could dress up like a superhero, I would. Don't know which one I would do it. Maybe Black Widow. I'll be Black Widow. I'll dress up like Black Widow.
I'll dress up as Star Wars or
now that's
Star
a double
Wars
standard right there for you.
Yeah.
Oh
That
my
is
goodness.
crazy.
Well, if
But
I
that
could be,
is so cool.
that's amazing, dude. Like, that's
Mhm.
Thank you.
that's beautiful.
Yes. But thank you so much for sharing, and it is an honor to have you here. And without further
It's
ado,
great to
it
be
is
here.
time to go to our next special guest. Captain, give me some awesome beats here. Mr. Jeremiah Supreme. Tell us a little about yourself and how you came to be on Horizons.
So, hello everybody. My name is Jeremiah Supreme. Before Meta Horizon, I was generally like an artist. I modeled a lot. I was able to take a lot of pictures growing up, and then I did a lot of art events. I was a artist. Like I can draw and paint, so that like helped me, kind of equip for what to expect in the metaverse. I have been doing research on the metaverse for a very long time, and I was just really excited when it did release. Just to insert myself, in this moment in time and space. So, like, I'm really humbled to be here. I think I entered the metaverse through my first game, which was Rec Room. I was on that game heavy.
I loved Rec Room. I was too. That was fun. That's fun. Yeah, I love Rec Room.
I
Like
started getting back
on Rec
into
Room
it.
was dope.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I started getting back into it once again.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
but that was my first love, and like, I started seeing other applications. I did have The Walking Dead, and that was cool, And I was like, wow, I like the structure, the VR, designs and stuff like that. I'm like, wow, I really would. Maybe I can create this. And so, like, I proceeded to exploring different apps and stuff like that, and I stumbled across Horizon. I was still at the beginning stages of building, but like my first build ever was like it was like a mansion outside of the city in Horizon. I was like, wow, I struggled, but it wasn't that crazy, you know what I mean? So just understanding how to build things on a different platform, I just proceeded to challenging myself. So I started doing things. I was like, wow, I'm really enjoying building. It's kind of therapeutic. So I proceeded to build things that I've never necessarily built in my life. I draw and pictures of stuff that I've always wanted to create in 3D. And so my next challenge was wings. I was like, I love wings. I love to eat them. I love lemon pepper. I love the look of wings in general, you know what I mean? And taste. But like, I started creating wings. Stop it. I'm this close.
Yo.
To go on the DoorDash. This close.
For real. I'm about to too. I'm so hungry.
I'm
we have a restaurant. We literally have a restaurant here called Munchies. And they have like the best wings I've ever had.
Like
They're so big and so juicy. So good. Continue. Go ahead. Sorry.
I'm triggered. Like, if I look
like
at my
the
phone,
Munchies.
that app is gonna pop up. For real, yeah, absolutely. But like, just building wings, like, I kind of discovered my own niche. Like, so I would build wings, and then they became more detailed and distinctive to the point where it became a trend on social media and through the metaverse. So, just working on wings and building, you know, things that I've never built before, and you know, getting better at building them has ignited something inside me to where like I wanted to try other things. So it's allowed me to it's introduced me to a lot of opportunities, you know, meeting new people and great just people in positions that can help me expand my horizon.
Hey,
and you see that I have the brand. Are we recording?
Gotta brand it.
But yeah, I'm so grateful to be here, and I just want to continue to challenge myself. You know, I've done a lot of really cool things that I've never done in my entire history, and Horizon and Metaverse, nobody's ever created what I've created. So I'm very humble to be here and as a guest. So thank you.
Of course. Well, thank you so much for being here. You guys, all three of you guys are very special, and that's the reason why we wanted you guys here on Queen's Talk Gossip, because we here like to flip the negative and turn it into positive, and that's what you guys do. You guys, you take the time and do what you need to do, you know, in here, and you learn to build. You worked very hard to beatbox. You've done that amazing video for that young boy, and then you are a foodie like me. You love wings, let me tell you. It's just awesome and even Bronina, like,
oh yeah,
yeah, right. Even Bronina with his like promotional videos that you do all the time, that's what we here need, and that's something important that a lot of people don't, you know, remember, that, you know, we do need the positive more than the negative, and it can be kind of complicated sometimes. It could be very very stressful, very very overwhelming, especially when you're coming into a platform that you have no idea. In the very beginning you said that it was dumb and you wanted to get off of here, probably for good reasons.
The metaverse needs more love. It needs more passion.
Yes, the metaverse needs more love, and you guys are what's giving it love. Being able to show your talent, being able to support and promote, and to give awesome parties, and to show your awesome art with wings and food, you know, hey, love it all. I love it all.
It's the art,
and, yeah, it takes courage, especially, and a lot of dedication to do what you guys do, and that is why you guys are here. That is,
and
why
that's
we
the
want you
important
guys
thing,
here.
right? Just to showcase what we do in here, and show the real world, you know, that we're actually doing. Some people are doing legitimate business in here. Some people are legitimately exploring that creative side. I feel like the metaverse, you know, for a lot of people, it does give them an outlet that they may not have in the real world. And for those who don't need that outlet, it's like an extension to their reality, right? It lets them explore the most colorful and fun parts of their personality. Like I said, I've never felt like I'm somebody who struggles to make friends or socialize. But what the metaverse did for me was it allowed me to explore avenues that maybe I wouldn't have time to explore in the real world, right? Like full on event management. And because of that, I'm now able to translate that back into my real world and starting to do events in the real world. And that is going to be a whole different ball game, you know? So I'm definitely very lucky to have this platform. And I feel like a lot of people say this, but you know, you see a few people practice it. We are all people behind the headset, and that's really important to remember because you know everybody has a story. Everybody's going through something. You might see someone in a random world just hopping around. You might think, oh, they're being silly, but you never know. That might be their outlet. They might go through something so serious on a day-to-day basis that you know they just need that outlet to let loose and you know blow some steam. So I always like to give people the benefit of doubt, and that's another reason why I started doing events. And you know, I saw that it was an event focused platform right when I started doing events properly, but I wanted my events to stand out in a different way. So I wanted to put structure to them. I wanted to put impact in it. I wanted to be, you know, a lot of people come to my events. So if a lot of people are going to give me their time, I want to make that time worth it. So for me, it was about curating an experience, you know, and having had so much success with events, I then decided to launch a brand, which is the Billionaire Club. And that is based on a whole lifestyle. That's a lifestyle brand. And, you know, it's thriving now in Horizon, and we've expanded it to other metaverses. And it's, you know, it's all about making the most of the platform we've been given, because once again, you know, we're early adopters, right? And so it's really important that we set the precedent, because when we have companies, businessmen, celebrities come in here, they aren't the experts, we are. We flip the script. You know,
you 100%
monologue over, guys.
script.
Monologue over.
Well, that is amazing.
Beautiful, well
And
said and
it
done.
has been, yes, it has been so fun being able to have you guys here. Unfortunately, it is that time to go. But before we go, I do have some announcements to make. Our amazing special guests have picked one amazing world that they've created or connected with. I will be making a video and posting that on YouTube to show that world and to promote it just like they, you know, I want to support them, and my way of supporting them is being able to promote as much as I can for them. So I'm going to create a video for both your guys' worlds, and I'll post them on Facebook as soon as I can. And you can find that in one of our YouTube pages, which I'll talk about here in a little bit. But before I talk about me, it is so important to talk about our special guest. So first, Killer Frost, please tell us where people could come find you to talk to you if they want to reach out to you.
So I'm always inside of the metaverse, just bouncing around in different areas, but I do have a world. It's called Killer's Lounge. You guys can check it out. It's still work in progress. I'm still working on a opening day for that, but if you guys want to check it out, it's a real cool chill spot. It's got a stage where you guys can do open mic for your friends, or if you want to invite some people and do all that, you know, I'll definitely be hanging out there once I get it open and everything. So
perfect. Awesome. Well, thank you so much. And let's go to Mr. Tony Stark VR. Where can people come to talk to you and find you at?
You can find me right here in Horizon and on social media. It's Tony Stark VR everywhere. I made it really easy. I wasn't good at hide and seek as a kid. I'm not good at hide and seek as a VR event coordinator. But I do have a world in here. I'm an event coordinator, so I've never really felt like I need a world. But when I launched the brand, I felt like it needed a home and identity. So the Billionaire Club is where you guys can visit me in Horizon and in VR chat, and soon in pretty much every metaverse. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah. Hey.
Awesome. And Mr. Jeremiah Supreme, where can people come to talk to you or find you or even follow you?
Yes. My name's Jeremiah Supreme. You guys can follow me via social media. I'm on a lot of platforms. I'm on TikTok now. I'm on YouTube, Zen Vibes all the time. Zen Vibes All the Time is on my YouTube channel. It's just a channel where like it helps you relax or just like do your own relaxing or depressing when you come from work or sleeping. I have a lot of platforms. A lot of people see me on here on the Oculus, but I'm more on social media, Instagram. Jeremiah Supreme VR. Just say Jeremiah Supreme VR at and IG.com. I'm sorry, guys. Thank you.
Awesome. And you know what? We can't forget Mr. Bronina himself. So,
Hello.
Mr. Bronina, come on over here, and I will get you in here. Boop. Where can people come and talk to you and find you if they need you?
Well, people can find me on Bronina CRS on TikTok or Bronina _C.R.S on Instagram. And heck yeah, and find my promotion videos, my skits, and all the greatest videos showing my love and passion, positivity to all.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And Mr. Captain Jack Morgan, where can people come and talk to you and find you?
Well, if you... Oh, sorry. Had to do the applause for Mr. Bronina. If anybody wants to find me, you can find me on Instagram, Captain Jack Morgan 22. Or if you want to bless me royally, you can follow me on my YouTube channel, which is Captain Jack Morgan. Subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can catch all the latest antics for my talk show and other various things on there on my YouTube channel. All right, so yes, I've just been bombed. So that means it's time for me to go. So thank you, everyone. We don't even need to hear from Queen. She's got a small enough head.
Oh,
as
the
it is.
audacity! The audacity! Boo!
You buzzed
Boo.
me. You buzzed
Boo.
me. There you go. You
There's
buzzed
no
me.
boo
Let's give her a
option.
buzz.
Poor me. Well, I am Miss Queen, and you can find me on Instagram as Miss Queen Lily01. Wow, the audacity! And you can also find me here in Horizons, as well as our two YouTube channels. We have one for Queen Royalty Productions, where I will go and promote the worlds that we talk about, or the guest worlds that they have picked, where you can find them on there. Or you can go look at Queen's Talk Gossip, where you can see all the amazing episodes that we have had posted on that YouTube channel. Go check it out, give it a like, give it a share, show us how much you care, and we hope to see you guys next week. Without further ado, though, let's give some announcements in general. Boop.
Remember to like and subscribe to Queen's Talk Gossip YouTube and Twitch channel for live streaming where you can get the latest and greatest podcast news, along with Queen Royalty Productions to follow the best world promotional videos, Instagram info, and more located on our media boards. Are you looking to reach a sophisticated audience, eager for the latest royal news and gossip? Partner with Queen's Talk Gossip, the premier podcast covering all things regal. With our dedicated listenership of royal enthusiasts, your brand will reign supreme. Contact us now to discuss sponsorship opportunities fit for royalties.
Meta voice kills it.
Thank you so very much, y'all. We do hope to see you next week for another amazing episode. That will be the start of Season 3. That is right. This is the premiere of Season 2, and it has been awesome. I'm so happy to have you guys here again as well, and I hope to see you guys again next season, maybe, to do some more talking.
And
We'll
new
never
face
know.
and new face animations, because they add some with the recent updates.
Oh!
Yeah.
Ooh, let's
People's,
go, let's go,
faces
let's
are more
go. New
expressive.
face animations.
Just almost similar to
You know,
pros.
I've noticed that. Yeah, I've noticed that when I looked at myself in the mirror. I thought I broke it, but that's okay. But thank you all so very much for being here, and we hope to see you next week.
Hey.
Thank you for joining us today here at QT Gossip Podcast for the best of the best info around. Join us again every Thursday.
Do you need me to
at 8
grab your
p.m.
walker?
EST, or watch our live stream.
All right.
Don't
awesome.
forget to like and subscribe And remember, as we close the mic,
Oh wow!
open
wow,
your
he's doing
mind
it.
to new
He's doing it.
horizons and the
He's
door
using
to
my
countless
practice.
possibilities.
I see.
Until
He's had
next
a lot of
time,
practice.
keep chasing your dreams.
Well, you know, for as long as I've known you, it's
You
made me
much,
very
and
old.
have a good night.
Oh wow! Who is that for?
That was from his queen.
Welcome
There
to
we
the
go.
QT
Multiple
Gossip.
people.
That
There
was
we go.
savage.
There we
I
go.
know the show just ended, but do you want to
Oh
see
my
me go
God.
where I go? You know, Bro Nina usually goes right
Come on,
here.
Tony.
I'll tell you what really happens.
You did a good job, man.
Hang on a second. We go through this
Oh, thank
door.
Thank you so
You did
much.
great. You did great.
Are we
You all
taking a
did
picture
great.
before
Oh,
we
we
That
got
was
the
amazing.
Ms. Queen
Yes.
bar
Yes.
that goes right in there. We got the stage and that. And you get to see Bro Nina right here. Going through here,
I'm
this
just
is usually
putting
where
on
he
my
does
bot
his
really
camera
fast.
work.
I was gonna put my hand
And
on your arm.
this is where he says
Put
goodbye.
my hand on your shoulder.
So yeah, you get a little special behind the
Oh,
scenes.
we're not taking
So
pictures.
yes,
Come on, Queen. Time for
hope
the
you guys
photo.
enjoyed, and we'll see you next time.
Come